Alright, so I'm with Ben here. We worked on a few things as far as pre-swing and in-swing fundamentals. So you'll notice right here what we're working on today is just bump and runs. So we covered the basics as far as where do we want our weight, do we want it on the front foot, do we want it on the back foot. We worked on ball position. That's another thing where we talked about if we play it off the front foot, it's going to come off higher and land a little softer versus playing it on the back foot where it comes out a little bit lower and will run out a little bit more. So when we talk about the fundamentals of it, we have a forward leading shaft, weight will be on the front foot, and then we can talk about ball position for whether or not he wants it to come out low or if he wants it to come out high. The other thing that we worked on as far as fundamentals go is holding that finish off. We don't want to get flippy or feel like we're scooping it, trying to help the ball get into the air. No need for any of that because we're just working on trying to get that initial air followed by a run here. So what I had Ben do is feel as though he's keeping his weight on his front foot, which in this case would be his right foot since he's a left-handed player. From there we talked about where is the correct ball position. Is it in the back foot? If it's in the back foot, we need to play it probably just inside of that left foot for him. For right-handed players, it'll be your right foot. Vice versa, if we play it in the front foot, it's got to be on his right foot, whereas right-handed players will play it off of the left foot. From there, we talked about just making sure we're holding off that finish. This was just putting it all together, making sure that he was working on the correct things. But with him, since he's an advanced player, we really didn't have to cover all the basics and re-go over everything. Other than that, that was covering the fundamentals of the short game. Okay, so this video is about pre-swing and in-swing fundamentals. This one is with full swing. So I worked with Ben earlier. We just worked on wedges as far as with full swing, knockdowns, a few other things. So I have him just hitting a few wedge shots. I noticed earlier that we were catching the ball just a touch heavy, just hitting it slightly fat. So what I did was we talked about ball position first. What we did was we moved it about 1/4 of an inch back in his stance. His club was just bottoming out in the same spot. However, in his stance, the problem with it was since we were catching it fat, we were hitting the ground first. So we had him scoot it back about 1/4 of an inch, maybe a little bit less than that, to a comfortable spot where he was catching ball first before his club would enter the ground. The second thing that we worked on was posture, with his spine and with his shoulders. So with his shoulders, we got a little bit too rounded, which caused a narrowing of the swing. So what we did was we felt as though we were pulling those shoulders back a little bit, feeling as though we're not so rounded with our shoulders. The third thing that we worked on was with our spine. We were getting way too bent over at the start of the swing. More or less, it caused him to catch the ground a little bit heavier, creating just a little bit deep of divots than what we were really hoping to get. Another reason why he was also kind of jumping up out of his stance was because he was so leaned over. So what we actually had him do is feel as though he's not quite bent over as much, maybe a little bit better arch at the back as we started our swing. So just to recap on what we worked on, ball position was the #1 thing, scooting it back a little bit with wedges. As we got to the longer irons, we scooted it a little bit farther forward in our stance. Second thing was posture with shoulders and with back. So with the shoulders, feeling like we're just having those shoulders a little bit farther back, not being so hunched over with the spine, not having such rounded shoulders. We don't want to create a narrowing of the swing. And just making sure that spine is arched. We don't want to be too far forward. And that was pre-swing and full swing fundamentals of the full swing. Thank you.